Helping kids and working with children is hard on a day-to-day basis. You add on top of that kids and families who've been severely impacted by trauma, and the difficulty of that job increases exponentially.
Our kids are often exposed to lots of things that bring trauma, wildfires, poverty.
Even if there's no wildfire, even if there's no drought, even if everything in the world is going well, it is still really hard for families to live in Siskiyou County.
And these kiddos that have experienced any type of trauma at home, this is where the behaviors are coming from, right? All of these behaviors are coming from somewhere. What they're feeling inside and how we communicate as teachers reflect exactly what they're going to see and experience. It's always been kind of a staple at Grenada to emphasize the community.
As schools, we can get into this rut where it's all about output and, what numbers are the students providing for us, what data can we show? And we can lose sight of the little person that we're helping mold and shape. And the Contentment Foundation's program really does start from that and build up.
I want kids to know that they can achieve whatever dream they set their sights on. And the 4 Pillars of Wellbeing creates that toolbox for them to draw from to achieve those dreams.
When staff says it's one of the best trainings that they've ever had in their entire career as an educator, I feel as leaders, you need to hear that. When people say things like, "This has profoundly changed me as a human being," that's huge.
It feels so much more intentional. And I think that's what the difference is, right? Every other training I've ever been to is going to tell you what to do, but they don't show you why. And so I think it was important because it started off with targeting me specifically. They said, hey, take a step back and focus on you. What do you need to do? And so for me to understand why it was important to me makes it easier for me to feel invested and encourage colleagues, encourage students.
If I come to school calm down and dealing with my emotions, then I can talk with them and deal with their emotions better.
It's really insightful and it's valuable. It's awesome.
We do a mindful meditation in the morning. We do a mindful minute. So we take a minute and we turn out the lights and take our deep breaths. And I see a difference. You can almost feel the entire energy in the room just kind of settles in. And then we start math.
We were doing a gratitude roar challenge. Every student wrote down a kind thing about a particular person. And once the student got their kindness leaf back, he stood up in front of the classroom and was like, "I've never felt seen before." And I will never forget that moment. That's one of those times where it's okay, what we're doing matters. Yeah, that'll stay with me forever.
The 4 pillars allow people to find those things that are going to help them.
It's not just a temporary Band-Aid for a problem. The skills, the practices, the mindfulness, those are things that they're going to carry with them forward for the rest of their lives.
Learning how to be a compassionate human, how to problem solve, how to think critically, how to show empathy and understand that everybody has their own story. All of those things matter. And that's the kind of world I want my kids to live in.
This is absolutely one of the best things that you can do for your students and your staff. When the focus becomes about the kids and the staff, there's just a certain positive energy that just infects everybody. And that cohesiveness and that energy, people are really excited and energized. And that's an amazing thing to see.